Yes, I, Lucifer LS, gave out free money, and I had it filmed to prove that it happened. America. Well, realistically, they said it was Germany because it was Germany. Well, I own Germany, so and I because I own Germany, and basically, like I say, the dollar bill or whatever. I had some new money for America or something like that, and basically, well, for one thing, I was accepting exchanges. Like I say, when you got to America, basically, there's a lot of people. There's like Jim of it. There's like Sir Henry Fredericton's mining company, and he would have money, and it would be this printed money that would just tear, or he would have some coins or something like that. There was no unity, there was no nothing, and basically, so I had some money. I printed up some money. It's just paper, really. So basically, I had it printed up, and I was paying my employees with it. And there was all these people that owed me money, and they owed me a lot of money. And so I was like, well, okay, here. So I gave out like $10,000 or something like that, or 1,000. I think it was $1,000 free money. So my troops would drive through the streets, go into towns, and basically go with money, and they filmed it. They kept quite a bit for themselves, like a couple $100, but basically they went and just gave out the money to the crowds in the name of America. Well, LS, Lucifer Star, and I was like, there, now you can pay me back something. So anyway, because I provided, I wanted to spur on. You could call it. Um, it was like a spur on. It was like the trickle down effect, spur on economy or whatever, because nobody really had any money, and it was just paper money, so it was printed. And so I was trying to get people into the printed money. So somewhere around 1940, 1930, because I was making so much money, and people needed, I mean, people wanted to buy stuff, but they didn't have any money for anything. They couldn't afford anything. Like I said, cars were like $1,000 or more, or a couple $100. So it's like, they had no money. So basically, I had a bunch of printed up, and they might have done this in all my countries. And then they drove through the streets and they gave away free money. I mean, Hitler or whoever, some German leader might have given away free red. It's just paper money anyway, though. So it's not really like I'm giving away metal, because you have to mine metal. So, but paper money is just paper money. I was trying to get people to use my paper money, because anyway, and then they could go buy all my stuff. They could buy my chairs. They could buy my minerals. They could buy my houses. They could buy stuff, and they couldn't afford anything. They couldn't even afford to pay the rent. So I was like, okay, well, this is what we'll do. I'll give away free money, and it's just paper anyway. So they printed up a bunch of money, and then they drove through the streets, basically going, and they filmed it, showing that they gave away the free money, because I was like, I want this documented, because no one's going to believe that I did it, and no one's going to believe that it ever happened. So, because I bought Germany, and basically I paid a lot of money for all these countries, so nobody really had money. So, except for these supposed leaders of these countries. So basically, so nobody had money. So around 1940, I was just like, okay, well, it's just paper money anyway. So I was having them fling it. It was just paper money, and besides, it was the first paper money, so there's a good chance that it would degrade fairly quickly. Um, because paper money was still brand new. It wasn't until probably like almost 1950 that we actually got good paper money. So they gave away all this paper money, and then they could go to the stores. I would like a chair today, or a cuckoo clock. I want a cuckoo clock here. Here's $1. Um, so, and it's a way to, you can't sell anything if no one has any money. So, and I was trying to balance out the prices. So anyway, because I'm paying employees, and I can't, it was just my employees. So I was trying to give away money to other people so I could get other people, because then they could buy my clothes, because I was making all these clothes and I was have to give them away for free. So So I mean, and basically, I'm putting out all this money and for the employees and everything, and no one's buying my clothes because no one can buy my clothes because they're just all too expensive. So I'm like, well, okay, here, this is what I'll do. I'll give away free money, and it's just paper, and then they can buy my clothes, and then I don't have to put up all the money. Anyway, so I was giving away stimulus money the first time. So like say 1920, 1930, they gave away a bunch of paper money. They did it in Germany and a couple other countries. So just driving through the street going, and they filmed it like confetti. So, because that's all it really was, really. I mean, it's just paper. And a lot of people looked at it, interesting. So, and then they were told where they can spend their money. So then they went to the stores. I would like a new pair of pants. And so then, and my shopkeeper's like, we have your money, we have money. So everyone was happy. And it was a beautiful time. And then they were buying, and then slowly but for surely we got this thing going where they're buying, they're selling, they're able to buy commodities, they're able to invest in things, and like everyone's starting, it's the getting the financial system going. And so I needed to do it, so I made a decision to go ahead and give away free money. LS, Lucifer Star. The man who gives away free money. Brian. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, so that's what I was doing. Because basically I had all the money and my people had all the money and no one else had any money, and that's not really very fair. So, I wanted everyone to have some money. So, and it was just paper, so. Anyway, so yeah, so they did it, they filmed it, and there should be lots of film of people giving away free money or paper. So yeah. Anyway, that was me. So, because I wanted people to love me. I just wanted to be loved. I just want to be loved. Anyway, yeah. And I didn't carpet bomb the cities or anything else like that. I don't do that. We did hit some factories and some other stuff. But we tried to make sure no one was there. Like I say, they even recounted that one of the aircraft, even though they were being shot at, flew low by the factory, saying that, trying to get the people to leave the factory. So they would get out of there. I didn't like to kill people. I didn't want to kill people. But there were some really bad people, and they were enslaving people and doing some really horrible things. And I was just going by what I was told. So anyway, there's a lot of things that happened. A lot of people would say we did the best we could. Yeah. And meanwhile, Nixon and a bunch of other people were getting on their. They were trying to do this takeover perception rail shit.